What's going on? Where am I?
Onabokia, Vieroshano. Cherry blossoms are so beautiful. Makabodara. Mani hamdoma primbara. Hara barai tayai un.
When I was younger. And I was...
It was a long time ago. A very long time ago.
I was born in Kyoto. I was raised there with Hokuto until I was 8.
It's not over between us yet, Subaru.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And when I wore these robes, I was preparing to become the 13th generation head of the Sumeragi.
Samaje hatomi kiriku.
The cherry blossoms were so beautiful.
Do you know why it is that these blossoms are pink? Don't you remember?
Onabokia.
They say that under each and every sakura tree, there is buried a corpse.
It feels like I've forgotten.
But the people under the sakura tree, aren't they in pain?
I can't remember.
A bet?
That's right, a bet. If you and I should ever meet again...
I'm sorry. I can't hear you with all this wind.
It seems the time to settle our bet has finally come.
Cherry blossoms. Seishirou! A dream? No, that was real. That was a memory. But as I woke up, whose name was I calling out?
Yoo-hoo! Good morning!
Good morning!
Hey, you going somewhere? Off to work?
No, I was going to visit Seishirou.
Oh, I wish you would have told me you were going today. I already made plans.
You're going out too, Hokuto?
Yep, I'm spending time with that girl I met in Shinjuku.
Oh, that girl who came to your room last month. The one who spoke beautiful Japanese.
That's right! We're going to Yo-Yoji Park to play badminton! Ah! I'm Madam Butterfly!
I think that's tennis. So, she has the day off today?
Today she does, but tomorrow she has to work the night shift.
It must be hard for her.
Yeah, it's always tough in the service industry. Whether you're an onmyoji or a veterinarian, whether you work in a nightclub or in childcare, Work is always hard.
I wonder what Seishirou is going to do with his veterinarian business. Even after he gets out of the hospital, his right eye will still be...
I don't think Seishi will be continuing his veterinary practice.
What?
Subaru. What do you think of Seishi? I mean, what do you think of Seishirou Sakurazuka?
Why are you asking me that all of a sudden?
Think carefully. I know it's hard for you to think about, but when it comes to him, I want you to ask yourself, what does Subaru Sumeragi think about Seishirou Sakurazuka?
Hokuto,
Unlike you, Subaru, I didn't inherit the talents of an onmyoji. When we were little, we both received onmyoji training, but I didn't develop psychic powers or onmyoji skills. Even now, I can only perform simple spells, and just a few at that. But I do have one thing that you don't. The ability to know what's in your heart. You can see into other people's hearts, Subaru, but you don't understand yours at all. You're sensitive to other people's pain and sadness, but you're numb to your own emotions. Maybe that's why I understand what goes on in your heart instead. Subaru, I want you to think carefully. Who went through the biggest change over the course of this incident?
that would be Seishirou.
No, he hasn't changed. The only thing I would concede about him is that he stopped pretending.
What?
Those gloves. You've always worn them since you were 9, even though you don't know why you wear them. But I have a feeling that soon you'll find out. And when that happens...
Hokuto?
I love you, Subaru. Please, don't leave me.
It's all right, Hokuto. Hokuto.
But when it comes to him, I want you to ask yourself, what does Subaru Sumeragi think about Seishirou Sakurazuka? Subaru, I want you to think carefully. Who went through the biggest change over the course of this incident?
What do I think about Seishirou? He's always smiling. And he's a veterinarian, something I've always wanted to be. But what do I really think of Seishirou? At that moment, when he was slashed, what was I thinking? When I saw Seishirou bleeding, I couldn't think of anything. I just kept pounding on the door outside the operating room. Why was I crying? Why did I lose such control that I couldn't even hear Hokuto's voice? Back then, I was worried about Seishirou. But that's not all. I was... I was...
Whoa! That's a big dog you got there.
It's a seeing eye dog.
Really? Never seen one of those before. Hey, let me borrow your dog for a while.
Please stop it. This dog is a seen eye dog.
Hey, what'd I just say? I'm just gonna borrow it. I've never seen a seeing eye dog before.
This dog's real smart, huh?
I want a seeing eye dog too.
I'll give him right back. Just let me borrow him for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I can't do anything without him. Oh.
Hey, this dog doesn't bark. Strange.
Seeing eye dogs are trained not to bark.
Huh?
Please let go of his harness.
Who the hell are you?
He's in pain. Please, let him go.
I'm not hurting him. I'm just asking him to let us borrow his dog.
It may be just a little while for you, but for him, it's a very long time. This dog is his eyes. If someone asked to borrow your eyes for a while, you wouldn't just say yes, would you?
What the hell's with you?
You shouldn't bully a seeing eye dog.
Who do you think you are?
It may not be a big deal to you, but to this man it is.
Whoa, hey!
This dog is working hard to do its job. He's not doing it for fun.
No, stop it!
So please, don't tease him for your own amusement.
Whoa, whoa!
Hey man, are you okay?
Let's go!
What the hell? That guy was all scrawny.
Come on, you could have at least given him a scare.
All he did was grab hold of me, but I couldn't move at all. He must be trained in some kind of martial art.
But you're a black belt in karate.
That wasn't karate, man. That was someone who's experienced combat.
What? Sure didn't look it to me.
Yeah, he looked too cute, you know?
Yeah, really cute.
That's what made him so scary.
Are you all right? How about you? Are you okay?
Huh? Seeing eye dogs are trained not to be emotional toward anyone when they're outside. But it seems he's taking a liking to you.
I'm sorry. I said all those things, but here I am intruding.
No, thank you very much. You saved me.
I'm sorry. I was meddling.
No, you really did rescue me. Those boys were an extreme, but seeing eye dogs are very rare. Wherever I go, people want to touch him or call out to him. Not everyone has bad intentions. I know kids are usually innocent. They just think the dog is cute. But when they suddenly pull on the harness, they just don't understand how frightening it is for me, since I can't see. It seems people just don't understand how hard my life would be without this dog.
I'm sorry.
For what?
Even I have no idea what you and this dog go through. And yet I said all those things. I'm truly sorry.
That's not true. The things you said to those boys, those are things I've always wanted to say myself. This dog is my eyes. He's my invaluable partner who works hard to help me. Excuse me for asking, but perhaps you have a friend who suffers from blindness?
What?
Oh, I'm sorry. You seem so knowledgeable about seeing eye dogs, so I thought maybe someone you knew owned one.
Seishirou can't see out of his right eye anymore. And the doctor said if his left eye tried to compensate, it would eventually suffer as well. Seishirou.
Did I say something to make you uncomfortable?
Oh, no, that's not it. It's just that, because of me, someone I know suffered an injury. And now he's blind. In his right eye.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Were you on your way somewhere?
No, I've already finished my errands. I was on my way home.
Do you have any plans after this?
Nothing in particular.
Well, if you don't mind, could you please tell me more about seeing eye dogs? That is, if you got time. Perhaps we could, talk somewhere.
I'd like that.
Thank you very much. Oh, here it is. This is the place Hokuto told me about.
Hokuto?
Oh, she's my older sister. My twin sister.
Ah, I see.
She said the tea here was delicious.
Oh, please wait.
Sir? I'm terribly sorry. We don't allow pets here.
What? No way.
Let's go.
I'm sorry. I didn't check ahead of time.
That's all right.
I'll just find another cafe.
Most places don't allow pets.
Oh no.
Not to worry. Today is such a beautiful day. There should be a park nearby. Let's just go there.
I'm so sorry.
For what?
What happened at the store was all my fault. I forced you to come here with me.
Please, don't worry about it. This happens all the time.
I'm sorry.
Didn't you want to ask me about seeing eye dogs?
Oh, yes. Like I said earlier, someone was hurt because of me. The doctor said that even with surgery, he would never be able to see out of his right eye again.
How was his eyesight before the accident?
I don't know for sure, but he did wear glasses.
If he can't see out of his right eye, he could end up overworking his left.
Yes, the doctor said that eventually his left eye would go as well.
Ah, so that's why you want to know about seeing eye dogs.
This person is also a veterinarian, so I think he's very knowledgeable about dogs.
Then he'll be good at handling a seeing eye dog, and if he starts training one while he can still see, it should make things much easier.
Yes.
However, even if he put in an application now, it might be difficult for him to get a dog. For one thing, Seeing Eye Dogs are an official classification designated by the Seeing Eye Foundation, a charitable organization in the United States. They are usually selected from gentle breeds like this Labrador Retriever or collies, shepherds, and boxers. They are trained from puppy age to become partners for the blind. The system was started overseas, but of course there are Seeing Eye Dogs in Japan now too. However, there aren't enough to go around yet. For a single puppy to become a Seeing Eye Dog, several years and several million yen are required. There aren't enough trainers yet, and the number of Seeing Eye Dogs produced every year covers only a small percentage of the number of people who need them. In addition, Seeing Eye Dogs are still not officially recognized in many places in Japan. Hardly any restaurants or hotels allow pets, and there are not many public places one can go with a dog.
Even if it's a Seeing Eye Dog?
Sadly, yes.
But then, what are blind people supposed to do?
In a lot of ways, Japanese society, well, it's not very kind to those who are handicapped. You're very concerned for your friend, aren't you?
What?
I may not be able to see, but by listening to a person's voice, I can tell how they're feeling.
It was my fault that he lost the sight in his right eye.
Is that what he says?
No! He smiled and said it wasn't my fault.
But still you want to do something for him, don't you?
I've been thinking for such a long time about what I could do. But there's nothing I can do. So when I met your dog, I thought at least, since he's so kind to animals, maybe he would do well with a Seeing Eye Dog too.
Well, there's a Seeing Eye Foundation in Japan. I'll give you their contact information. The chance of success is limited, but still, there is a chance.
Thank you very much!
Do you remember what I said? That this dog is my eyes, my invaluable partner.
Yes?
Well, when I received this dog, this is what the trainer said. This dog was surely born to live with you. Both of you have endured a lot of hardships in order to meet. So, from now on, you must live together as a pair. I lost my sight in an accident. Every day was so difficult. But, while I was suffering, this dog was also enduring hard training to become a Seeing Eye Dog. When your friend learned he had lost his sight, I'm sure it must have been very difficult for him, but I can tell you've been suffering on his behalf as well. You say there is nothing you can do for him.
No, nothing.
But that's not true. Until he receives his Seeing Eye Dog, you can be his eyes. As he loses his sight, you can take over and be the one who looks out for him. You've endured a difficult experience just as he has. So now it's time for you to live together as a pair. Two of a kind. Just like me and this dog.
Thank you very much.
No, thank you. Not only did you rescue me, you treated me to coffee.
Sorry, it was only canned coffee.
No apologies needed. I was just happy to have a nice talk. It seems that because I'm blind, people think of me as peculiar. Very few people will start a conversation with me. You truly love this person, don't you?
What?
Of course, you do seem like a very kind person, and you obviously feel guilt over the part you played in your friend's injury. But just from your voice, I can tell that you truly love this person.
Love. That day, when Seishirou was slashed, I had never cried so much in my life. I was so confused. I didn't know what to do. I was so worried for Seishirou. But that's not all. I was afraid. Afraid you would hate me. That's right. I was afraid Seishirou would hate me. I've met many people in my life, and I've had many happy moments and sad times. But I never thought about what I wanted them to do or how I wanted them to feel about me. It's impossible to control another person's feelings. But in the end, if someone hates me or if I cause them trouble, I have no one to blame but myself. I may be useless, and there isn't much to like about me. But still, That day, as I was banging on Seishirou's operating room door, I was crying because I was afraid. I was so afraid that he would hate me and that I might never see him again. I'm in love with Seishirou. Seishirou.
It seems the time to settle our bet has finally come.